finally, she is the food editor at Cottage Living, also the author of a memoir called Trail of Crumbs: Hunger, Love, and the Search for Home. This is Kim Sunee.
Chef Fan, please tell us what your approach was to today's secret ingredient.
First of all, I need to preserve the almond essence and also to showcase my native cuisine, which is from Vietnam. First course, it's a almond tofu served with a little flying fish egg and a very premium soy sauce.
You do taste the almond, but if you get a bite of the soy as well as the tobacco, the salt just sort of overpowers the secret ingredient.
I like this dish, and I usually don't like flying fish roast. It usually has no taste and only texture, but this has taste too.
Thank you.
Somehow.
It's the flavors are balanced. You do taste the almonds, which I was wondering if I was going to, but it's very good.
Thank you, Chef. Next course, please.
Thank you.
Chef.
Second course, we have a dish straight from the street of Vietnam called bánh bèo, meaning fat little cake. Here we have two different types of rice flour and complement that with a soft mung bean and crusted almond and fried shallot. In the sauce, we have a very classic nước chấm fish sauce. Please enjoy.
As far as the secret ingredient, I think once you get the crunch of the almond on top, it just really works. It explodes in the mouth. I definitely want to move to this street if this is street food.
Thank you.
You've got the flavors all balanced very well. The very delicate cake underneath and the crunchy almonds on top. Well, you can taste it. It's not overpowered. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Next course, please.
Thank you.
Chef.
This dish is two different types of almond, chicken, Chinese date, and ginkgo nut. So you would eat individual pieces, and it's the symphony of all these three different ingredients that makes the other one taste better. So chew on a piece of chicken, chew a piece of almond, and a little ginkgo nut.
There are about 49,000 ginkgo trees in Manhattan. Ginkgo trees are the...
He is the font of useless information.
It is not by chance that beautiful women have bad personalities. You can get away with anything.
What does that have to do with the secret ingredient?
You know, the almonds are actually quite subdued in this dish. In fact, they're certainly not kind of integrated in a way.
They're not really meant to be, though, in this type of dish. You just explained to us about that.
I guess not. If you're supposed to eat one ingredient at a time,
Exactly.
then you could put anything there.
It's definitely interesting. It isn't, flavor-wise, it isn't my favorite.
Thank you, Chef. Next course, please.
Thank you.
Chef.
To showcase the almond, we're doing an almond meal sort of poached with a snow fungus, and this fish is accompanied with some Virginia ham, and on the side we have some stir-fried water spinach.
I think the almond is actually a little too delicate in this dish. The fish is perfectly cooked, but I feel like we lost a little bit of the secret ingredient here.
I agree. If we didn't have to think about where are the almonds and can you taste them and is it really well used, then I would really enjoy this dish just as a dish. And I love the snow fungus.
Sure, it's beautiful.
It's just like a wonderful sponge soaking in the almond milk, which doesn't really taste too much of almond milk.
Thank you, Chef. Next course, please. Chef.
We have the steamed almond cake in tradition of a European pastry with a plum granita and a almond cream. Along with that, we're also serving a dessert cocktail with rum and orgeat. Please enjoy.
You certainly taste the almonds. The cream is all about almonds, the cake as well. And then the sour, tangy plum granita is really a nice contrast.
I don't know what branch of French pastry this emerges from, because I don't think I've had anything like that before. But the almond cream on top is just heavenly.
Chef Fan.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank
Chairman.
you for an excellent meal. Iron Chef Cora, please tell us what your inspiration was for today's secret ingredient.
We kind of took a trip around the Mediterranean with almond, and that was our inspiration for the dishes we did today.
Shall we begin?
Okay, so what you have in front of you is a lamb carpaccio, is the lamb loin. We've sliced very thinly. We've given it a brush of just a little of the toasted almond oil with sherry vinegar. This is a almond brown butter crumb, and then a almond carpaccio, and an almond grissini. Enjoy.
I'm actually surprised that I don't taste the almonds as much as I do, considering this is all almonds, all almonds, all almonds. The component that gives me the biggest almond hit is the brown butter. I mean, the dish is very well composed. The vinaigrette has a lovely taste with the acid, but it does overpower the almond a bit.
I agree with at least 50% of your points, but I've never had lamb carpaccio, and I was afraid either that it would be too tough or stringy or too lamby. It's very lamby and it's delicious.
Thank you.
I'm not crazy about what's on top of the lamb itself.
The brown butter.
It's almost like a burnt almond flavor. It's a shame because all of the other components are balanced and really lovely.
Okay.
Thank you, Iron Chef.
Thank
Next
you.
course, please.
Thank you.
Iron Chef.
Okay, we've got a toasted almond flan sitting beneath almond-crusted frog legs. We've got an almond gazpacho. It's bread, garlic, green grapes, almonds. It's all raw. And then just a little almond spuma right on top of the frog legs. Enjoy.
The gazpacho is delicious, and the almonds really come through. I think the flan, it's a little bland, actually. But I think the whole presentation is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And I agree. The gazpacho is perfect. It's really, really a nice dish. The almonds really sing. I mean, it's delicate, but it's not overpowering in any way. And the frog legs, I love frog legs, and those are very southern and very good.
Thank you, Iron Chef.
Thank you.
Next course, please. Iron Chef.
Well, what we've done is taken sea scallops and poached them sous vide style in almond milk and almond oil. They've been then crusted in almond, ground almond, and then pan-seared very quickly. I've also got very classic romesco sauce here with the toasted almond, red pepper, tomato, and then just a little almond foam to finish it. Enjoy.
All the individual components I like. I think the crust is a little heavy for the scallop because the scallops are so delicate, and they've already picked up the sweetness from the sous vide poaching.
I don't find anything wrong with the crust at all, but I think that the scallops are overcooked.
Thank you, Iron Chef.
Thank
Next course,
you.
please. Iron Chef.
Well, what I've made for you is an almond polenta. There's no polenta in it. It's all made out of almond. And we've got a little bit of almond milk to finish it and a little almond stock and just an almondine style duck confit. What I've done is a little almond mascarpone that I did. I just put a little liquid nitrogen in, broke it up, and that's tempering on the plate right now.
I think what could have helped the almond polenta is a little bit more of the almond mascarpone because it has the tartness and the brightness and then that almond punch. I think the confit is really nice with it, and it is really beautiful.
So this was extremely original dish. I never would have thought of having pieces of duck confit on top. And everything is kind of similar in texture, so that might be one demerit. But it was very inventive.
Thank you.
Thank you, Iron Chef. Next course, please. Iron Chef.
What I have here is a almond chocolate fritter. We've also got an almond spiced ice cream on jajade. It's a fancy word for candied almonds. And what this is a hot almond milk toddy. So it's got a little bit of rum, a little bit of brandy in it, a little bit of an almond cream on top, and it's made strictly with the almond milk.
I think this dish in particular is probably the most successful as far as you really get the flavor of almonds. The fritter is really nice. I love the texture. I love the almond flavor. I think the ice cream is almost a little too sweet, and the spice.
Oh, get off it. I love it sweet.
Well,
Come on.
Well, your palate is different from mine.
What are the spices in the ice cream?
There's a little bit of cardamom in there. There's a little bit of cinnamon in it as well.
But I would love to have ice cream that was that kind of less changed by all the additions. I think too many things detract me from the wonderful almond milk.
For me, the fritter's a little dry, a little heavy.
Okay.
But the ice cream I like. I mean, I understand what Jeffrey's saying that there's a lot going on with the almond paste and everything else in it, but I like it. I mean, it's strong, but it's not overpoweringly strong. It was a good dish.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Iron Chef Cora, thank you for a wonderful
Thank you.
meal.
Thank you.